Something I really like in writing, which is slightly, I mean, of course, there are plenty of novelists doing it, but it's not the default position at the moment. The default position at the moment tends to be to have either one character through whom, whether in the first person or the third, most of the consciousness is refracted. That one character is your interpreter. Or maybe one character in one section, then another character in another section, another character in another section. These are all time-honoured and can be, wonderful ways of writing a novel. That's sort of my last novel, Clever Girl, was all through the first-person narrative of Stella, of my Bristol doppelganger. But I wanted to do something really unlike in this one, and I like that rather old-fashioned thing of being inside one character's head in one sentence and then shifting to another character's head in the next and another character shortly afterwards. And in the end, of course, there's no reason why not. You are God. If you want to pretend that it's all coming through one character's head, that's absolutely fine, but it's only your choice. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to be inside a whole succession of your character's thoughts, or even sometimes floating somewhere above all of them and watching them in a way that none of them are watching themselves. But it is interesting that there are some characters I don't go inside. I hardly do the little boy, and I'm not quite sure why that should be so, but it seemed important to me that Arthur, Ivy carries a very large part of the narrative, just as she did there. Her little girl awareness is very important. But he is mostly, we see him from the outside, but much more significantly, the brother Roland, Molly's father, comes with his third wife, a new wife. None of the family have met her before, and she's a disruptive, sort of exciting injection of otherness in the book. And it was very important not to go inside her head. All of her power comes from being mysterious, being unreadable, actually not being interpretable. They're all watching her and listening to her and trying to work out who she is and what she thinks and what she's doing there. So it would have absolutely broken that spell to have written her from inside. And never mind the fact that I don't think I could. I was in the position of my characters. I was watching her and seeing her and studying her, but actually I don't think I had it in me to render her inner life. That was mysterious to me as well. And there's a character, at least one or two or three characters in a novel that you wouldn't dream of offering to give the flow of experience inside their head and their reading of it and their interpretation of it. That person is closed. And very often that person who's closed can be immensely effective inside your novel. They will be a sort of like a battery with power in it to alter other characters and alter other people. But part of their power depends on not having access to what their thoughts are.